Is it really possible to beat premature ejaculation? Yes, it is. I've not only taught myself, but 50 men and counting since I launched this channel back in October. Even the guys who, like me, lasted less than a minute when they started, now going upwards of 30 minutes to an hour, which I just have to take a second to say. It is amazing to see the progress, to see the emails from you guys all over the world using my techniques when, frankly, when I launched this channel, I couldn't find anything out there quite like this, and I wasn't sure it would even work for anyone else. But it does. I get emails and comments and thank yous from men every single day who were brave enough to make the change, and I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the reason I do this, and I hope to teach many, many more of you exactly how to get the sex life you as a man deserve. All right, enough mushy stuff. Let's talk about how this works. Most guys, when they come across my channel for the first time and they hear me saying your state is the key to success in bed, it doesn't really compute. After all, if my junk is sensitive, then what does my mental state have to do with that? Well, everything, and here's why. Deep in your brain, you have what's called the reticular activating system. It sounds fancy, but it's just a program your brain runs in the background to decide what to pay attention to. Now, in day-to-day life, it could help you focus in on a conversation you're trying to have with your partner in a busy coffee shop. Or it might save your life if you're distracted crossing the street. You hear the horn honk, you see the garbage truck barreling down at you, and you jump out of the way. That's it. That's the RAS in action. But in bed, the RAS serves a completely different purpose. It acts as a switch that basically tells your body whether or not it's time to ejaculate. Now, most of the time, that switch is off. It's the same reason why you don't run around ejaculating in your pants all day long, because the RAS is keeping that switch locked tight in the off position, creating a naturally desensitizing effect, making it virtually impossible to climax. It's an incredibly powerful evolutionary mechanism to protect you from becoming sensitive every time your junk rubs up against your leg or you touch it by accident. After all, just think how hard it would be to continue the species if you were constantly blowing your load every 10 seconds. I mean, it sounds so crazy, but I invite you to just really think about that for a second. Your junk is always in contact with something, your hand, your underwear, your leg, yet somehow you only get an erection when your subconscious knows it's safe to begin that ejaculation process. Yes, if you're like 19 and you're on day 50 of NoFap, you'll probably get random boners without even thinking about it. And even then, you still stop short of ejaculation because your mind knows it's not safe. But under normal circumstances, you're probably not getting random boners every 10 seconds. Evolution has made all of us incredibly effective at preventing orgasm 99.9% of the day. You have that power already within you. So the key to lasting forever then is to take that power one step further. Not to 99.9%, but 100%, at least until you've finished your woman and it's your turn to climax. And you reach that 100% prevention by hijacking that power and building it over time. So now that we agree that it's possible to control yourself for at least some of the day, let me show you how to use that built-in ejaculation stopping framework so you can build huge time in the bedroom and start living out all of your crazy fantasies and stop avoiding and dreading sex. And here's how to do it. When you feel that urge rising, just say no. All right, now I can hear the eyes rolling in the back of your head. You're shouting, just say no, it can't be that easy. Well, yes and no. The key to making this denial work is you need something called congruence. Congruence is simply the alignment of your inner and outer state. In other words, when you say something, you mean it. Now, why is this so important to beating premature ejaculation and lasting as long as you want? Well, have you ever noticed when you're trying not to orgasm, at the same time, it just feels so good that you secretly want it to keep going? That is incongruence. And to stop ejaculation, your subconscious needs instructions that line up with what you really want. So for example, say you're outside washing the car. Your subconscious has absolutely no desire to orgasm, so you don't even think about it. Your thoughts and emotions, your mind and your body are both in alignment. And even if you did, you're honestly moving around so much and focusing on this and focusing on that, that it'd be nearly impossible to get worked up up anyway. Now, unlike washing your car, during sex and premature ejaculation, your mind and your body are playing this tug of war. You don't want to finish too fast because you'll feel bad, but at the same time, damn, I mean, it feels good. I really don't want to stop. That is incongruence, and it confuses the hell out of your subconscious, which is responsible for sending arousal signals to your body. So what does your subconscious then do? Well, without clear instructions, without the congruence of saying no and meaning it, it'll default to what it's always done, what it's biologically programmed to do: ejaculate as soon as possible. But when you're congruent, meaning you say what you mean and you mean what you say, when you deny your body and you mean it with every molecule in your being, now you're locked in and big changes happen. Now, I know you guys want to know the magic bullet. How do I do this in 2 seconds and get to 20 minutes overnight? Well, that could happen. It's happened to a couple of my clients who blew past 20 minutes literally overnight. But for most of you guys, and myself included way back in the day, it takes a few weeks. So you can do it fast, but you got to follow the steps and practice. Michael Jordan had a coach, Phil Jackson, and do you know what he said about practice? He said, Michael was a master of practice. He treated every practice like it was a game. He also said the strength of Michael's game was that he worked harder in practice than he did in the game. He made the practice the hardest part, so the game became easy. And what I love about PE training, you don't have the pressure of a woman there to distract you, so you can push yourself right to the edge with like pinpoint precision and then flush that out in a split second by using these denial techniques. When you're by yourself, you have complete control over every little inch you move, and more control means more success. And here's some more good news. Unlike spending a grueling 12 hours running laps or shooting 1,000 free throws a day like Michael or Kobe, you can do this in less than 20 minutes a day. See, you don't have to be the Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant of sex to make women really happy. You don't need to last an hour, 3 hours, marathon sex every single time. Women don't even want that. You really just need to last long enough to make your woman orgasm. And for the average woman, that's only 13 and a half minutes, including foreplay. And guys, I know that sounds like a lot now, but if you can make it even 30 seconds and keep your sensitivity stable using the techniques that I teach, you can easily go 30 minutes or more. And here's another thing. I'm not gonna lie, building up this power to last a little longer and longer each time, it's actually fun. I mean, seriously, what feels better than sex, right? Nothing. Well, this isn't sex, but this is the next best thing. And watching yourself doing one stroke after another, getting tens, hundreds, or even thousands when just the week before you could barely pump twice without losing your shit, that is fun. Now, only if you're serious about putting this behind you and transforming your life forever, hit that link below. You'll not only get the full course, which will show you the clear, exact steps to desensitize naturally in just a few weeks or even days, but for right now, you'll also get free coaching with me. I've spent the last 7 years and thousands of hours perfecting these techniques, and since I've been exactly where you are, I know exactly how to help you get out. You'll get personalized videos from me with feedback on things you're doing right and in places where you can improve. Now, I can't do one-on-ones forever. My course is kind of picking up steam, but if you want that personalized instruction, make sure to jump in now. I've also hooked you up with a special coupon code to get $10 off that may or may not expire by the time you watch this video. But try it out and I'll see you inside.